For the climate is obviously changing. And the man in the White House says no one's to blame. And the times they are a-changing back. Come Mexicans, Muslims, LGBT and Jews. Keep your eyes wide for what's on the news. For President Trump is expressing his views. And I fear that the mob he's inciting will soon break your windows and burn down your schools. For the times they are a-changing back. Come mothers and daughters throughout the land, a bunch of old men have come up with a plan. So forget your ambitions, they've a better idea about how you should be behaving. So get back in the kitchen and button your lip, for the times they are a-changing back. Brave. Martin Luther King is spitting in his grave to see a bigoted bully taking the stage. And he calls upon us to be faithful to the ideals he died for in another age. But the times they are a-changing back. The line it is drawn, and the curse it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, as the present now will later be past. Let's hold on to that idea for a moment. For the first one now will later be last. For the times they need a change. Shocking thought occurred to me today. Tomorrow, he will have been president for just a month. A month. It already seems like a year. And I was in Salisbury in England with your compatriot Joe Henry doing a gig around soundcheck actually at 5 o'clock, just as the inauguration was happening, and Joe went out and kind of mournfully played The Times They Are Changing. I've never heard him play it before. He just mournfully sang it as a guitar soundcheck, and I was sitting in the wings thinking, yeah, they're changing back, man, they're changing back. And I went back to the hotel and I saw the 6 o'clock news, I saw the highlights of his inauguration speech. And by the time I got out of the shower an hour later, I already had 3 verses of that damn thing. So, that's your folk process, if anyone's interested. Went to have a write a folk song workshop, that's how you do it. And who here among us who plays for a living didn't think what they would sing at the inauguration of Donald Trump? I know I did, I would have sung this. Always been impressed with a girl who can sing for a supper, breakfast as well. That's the way I am, heaven help me. He said we don't like police campaigners round here, as he nailed a number 1 to the wall. that's what gets me in trouble, heaven help me. Goodbye and good luck to the rubbish that you've spoken. Goodbye and good luck to the promises you've broken. Your life has lost its dignity, its beauty, and its passion. You're an accident waiting to happen. There you are standing at the bar and you're giving me grief about China, and that chip on your shoulder gets bigger as you get uglier. One of these nights you're gonna get caught, it'll give you a pregnant pause for thought. You're a dedicated swallower of fascism. Time up and time out for the liberties you've taken. Time up and time out for the friends that you've forsaken. And if you choose to waste away like deadbeats back in fashion, you're an accident waiting to happen. My sins are so unoriginal. I have all the self-loathing, a wolf in sheep's clothing in this carnival of carnivores. Heaven help me. Goodbye and good luck to the rubbish that you've spoken. Goodbye and good luck to the promises you've broken. Your life has lost its dignity, its beauty, and its passion. You're an accident waiting to happen. You're an accident waiting to happen. You're a dedicated swallower of fascism. You're an accident waiting to happen. Help save them from America, help save them from themselves. Help save the suntan surfer boys and their California girls. When the lights go out in the rest of the world, what do our cousins say? They're playing in the sun and having fun, 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 till Daddy takes the gun away. From the big church to the big river and out to the shining sea. This is the land of opportunity, and there's a monkey trial on TV. A nation with their freezers full, but dancing in their seats, while outside another nation is sleeping in the streets. Don't tell me the old story, tell me the truth this time. Is the man in the mask or the Indian an enemy or a friend of mine? Shut up! Help save you for America, help save you for the world. Help save the boys in uniform, their mothers and their faithful girls. Listen to the voice of the soldier down in the killing zone, talking about the cost of living and the price of bringing him home. They're already shipping the body bags back from Afghanistan. But you can fight for democracy at home and not in some foreign land. And the fate of the great United States is entwined in the fate of us all. The incident at Chernobyl awkward, so where we live in is very small. And the cities of Europe I've burned before, and they may yet burn again. And if they do, I hope you understand that Washington will burn with them. Washington will burn with them. Washington will burn with them. Thank you. Lovely railway station you got over the road. A lot of cities in America have them. Very few of them still have trains. You're very lucky you get some trains. Joe Henry and I recorded an album of railroad songs last year. We kicked off in Nashville, Tennessee. And they have a lovely old station there. It's now a hotel. You can't get a passenger train in or out of Nashville anymore. Despite the fact it being a big railhead for freight trains. Someone like myself, it's a European sensibility, that's a really weird thing. Not as weird as not having free healthcare. Nothing is as weird as that. Kind of even, you know, in some ways even kind of understand the gun thing, you know. And you have kind of like animals with teeth and claws in the woods. We don't have that shit anymore. So I can sort of understand, but the healthcare thing, I just don't get that one. But we ended up with these railroad songs because I've been writing a book for the last couple of years on a period in our history in Britain when our pop music went from being jazz-based to guitar-led, and that hinges on a moment in January 1956 when a guy named Lonnie Donegan scores, thank you, as a hit with Leadbelly's Rock Island Line. And he inspires an entire generation of young boys to play a music we call skiffle. And skiffle is an indigenous British music, and it's, to define it, it's basically English schoolboys playing Leadbelly's repertoire. I'm not joking. A lot of train songs in there. That's how we kind of get it. So, the significance of skiffle was summed up in something that George Harrison once said when he was asked if the Beatles had been influenced by the blues, and he said, yeah, sure, of course we have. No Leadbelly, no Lonnie Donegan. No Lonnie Donegan, no Beatles. And the implications of that statement will be revealed in a book made available at a bookshop close near you. So I'm going to play that song, not as Lonnie sang it, not even as Leadbelly sang it, but as it was recorded by John Lomax, working with Leadbelly for the Library of Congress at Cumming State Prison in Arkansas in 1934. Kelly Pace led a bunch of inmates to make the first recording of Rock Island Line. Oh, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride. Rock Island Line, mighty good road. You wanna ride it, gotta ride it like you're flying. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. A, B, C, W, X, Y, Z. Can't see the cook, but he can't see me. Oh, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Rock Island Line is a road to ride. Rock Island Line, mighty good road. If you wanna ride it, gotta ride it like you fight it. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. But I may be right, I may be wrong. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Rock Island Line, mighty good road. Rock Island Line, road to ride. Rock Island Line, mighty good road. Wanna ride it, gotta ride it like you fly. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. Jesus died to save our sin. Glory to God, we're gonna see him again. Rock Island Line, mighty good road. Rock Island Line, road to ride. Rock Island Line, she's a mighty good road. If wanna ride it, gotta ride it like you're flying. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. The train left Memphis 9:30. Rode in the little rocket in 49. Rock Island Line, mighty good road. Rock Island Line, road to ride. Rock Island Line, she's a mighty good road. You wanna ride it, gotta ride it like you're flying. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. If you wanna ride it, gotta ride it like you're flying. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. If you wanna ride it, gotta ride it like you're flying. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. I don't normally do this in my punk rock shows, is tuning up. I'm only doing this for the folk audience. This isn't a tuner, it's my Twitter feed I'm looking at. See how people think of the show so far. Well, I want to welcome everybody who's not been with us all weekend, who have come here for the folk festival this afternoon. Welcome. We've had a great weekend, talking to one another, singing to one another, drinking with one another. And the corridors have been alive with the sound of music. It's been like a folk Julie Andrews convention. It's been beautiful. And yesterday they gave me half an hour and told me I could say whatever the bloody hell I wanted to say. So I had a great time up here giving the keynote speech, and I managed to find the right key for the keynote. I was worried about that. Because I know how folkies can be like that. They get very annoyed if you don't play in the same key as them when you're sitting around. We never worry about that in punk. I was talking on the stage, particularly about an idea that we need to kind of summon up if we're going to start to try and create a bridge across a divided society in your country and mine. Brexit has cleaved a division in my country, much the same way the election of Trump has here in the United States of America, and we're looking at ways to try and find that cohesive spirit in our society as well, where we're able to make a go while disagreeing with one another. And I think that the thing that I believe that's going to be the bedrock of that construction is an old idea, but a very, very important idea, and that idea is solidarity. And, I want to sing a song I wrote during the miners' strike in England in the 1980s, and it's kind of a hymn to solidarity. I was a miner, I was a docker, I was a rowing between the wars. I raised a family in time of austerity. We've sweat at the foundry between the wars. I paid the union, and as times got harder, I looked to the government to help the working man, but they brought prosperity down at the armory. We're arming for peace, me boys, between the wars. I kept the faith, and I kept voting not for the iron fist, but for the helping hand. For theirs is a land with a wall around it, and mine is a faith my fellow man. This is a land of hope and glory. Mine is the green field and the factory floor. Theirs are the skies all dark with bombers, and mine is the peace we knew between the wars. Call up the craftsman, bring me the draftsman, build me a path from cradle to grave, and I'll give my consent to any government that does not deny a man a living wage. Go find a young man, never to fight again. Bring up the banners from the days gone by. Sweet moderation, heart of this nation, desert us not, we are between the wars. I went across the road to the National Museum of the First World War here, very impressive sight. To pay my respects to the sacrifice made by the American people in defence of democracy and helping us to restore peace to Europe. But also to remind myself what happens if we let a belligerent nationalism run untrammeled and unchallenged around the world. Tell you this, many of you who have any understanding of the left will know that there are many types of socialism. Yeah. And so there are many types of nationalism, and not all of them are negative. There's powerful belief. My patriotism is based around our free healthcare system in the United Kingdom, defending that healthcare system, and our fight against fascism in the 1940s, and our ability to absorb culture from around the world and people from around the world, and to rethink that culture. And you too have a Bragg. And I say this, we never, on the left, allow our enemies to own our flag and use it to oppress other people. So I implore you not to let your enemies own your flag or your constitution, to defend it and to use it. Thought of the many things that the Huntington's disease robbed the Guthrie family and the rest of us of. One of the great things perhaps that we lost was the opportunity to hear Woody testify before the House Un-American Activities Committee, because he would have made a stand as an American patriot, and he would have stood up for a country that I believe in and I know you believe in as well. And, the great thing about Woody, although he's no longer with us, he is always there. And he always has a song. He always has a song for the moment. Of course, a song for this moment too. I'm gonna tell all you fascists you should be surprised. People all over the world are getting organized. You're bound to lose. All you fascists bound to lose. People of every color marching side by side, marching across the fields where 1 million fascists died. You're bound to lose. All of you fascists bound to lose. I said, all you fascists are bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose. You fascists are bound to lose, you're bound to lose, you fascists are bound to lose. And I'm going into this battle, gonna take my union gun. I'm gonna end this world of slavery, for this war is one you're bound to lose. Are you fascists bound to lose? Race hatred cannot stop us. This one thing I know, your poll tax and Jim Crow and greed have got to go. You're bound to lose. Are you fascists bound to lose? Are you fascists about to lose? You fascists about to lose? You fascists about to lose? You're about to lose. You fascists about to lose. Say, are you fascists about to lose? You fascists about to lose? You fascists about to lose? You're about to lose. You fascists about to lose. It's a good time to be writing songs, let me tell you. This is a new one, it's called The Sleep of Reason. One by one, the stars grow dim and fall out of the sky, and we gather round our shiny screens to say a last goodbye, in communion with a bunch of folks that we don't know or see, in the hope that we might feel something in place of empathy. And so it goes. Sure gonna miss them. Is it wrong to live in the past when life comes at you so fast, and the sleep of reason produces monsters? Lies ride in style on a big red bus while you walk into town, and surrogates keep their cap locks on to shout each other down, and the levees that protected truth no longer hold the flood, and expertise and experience get trampled in the mud. And so it goes. Guess they had it coming. Now there's nothing that you can do to convince them that it's true, and the sleep of reason produces monsters, and the sleep of reason produces monsters. It's over now, you lost my friend. Move on, just let it go, says a man who flies the Confederate flag on his Facebook just for show. And when he hears the word diversity given sympathetic voice, he eases off the safety catch on his weapon of choice. And so it goes. The kids are all right, and that same old lies and hate is gonna make our country great, and the sleep of produces monsters. In this constant state of what the heck just happened, you feel woke, but through it all you treat it like it's just some kind of joke. But in the end, the greatest threat faced by democracy isn't fascism or fanaticism, but our own complacency. And so goes. Didn't see that coming, and there's simply no guarantee of a happy ending to history. And the sleep of reason produces monsters. And the sleep of reason produces monsters. Probably needs a middle eight, I know. I'm probably songwriters here, but at least it has an ending. A focused ending and a punchline, unlike La La Land. Spoiler alert. What did they do? Run out of budget or just ideas? This is a song I first heard played at Occupy London in 2011. I was down there to show some support. A young woman from Vermont stepped up onto the footings of a statue of Queen Victoria outside St Paul's Cathedral, and she sang this song. It blew me away then, and it's one of those incredibly prescient songs that wasn't written with our times in mind, and yet as Brexit and Trump roll on down the road, this song becomes more and more and more and more powerful. This is a song by Anais Mitchell written for the Hadestown Opera. It's called Why We Build the Wall. Why do we build the wall? My children, why do we build the wall? Why do we build the wall? We build the wall to keep us free, that's why. We build the wall, we build the wall to keep us free. How does the wall keep us free? My children, how does the wall keep us free? How does the wall keep us free? The wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free, that's why. We build the wall, we build the wall to keep us free. Who do we call the enemy? My children, who do we call the enemy? Who do we call the enemy? The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free, that's why. We build the wall, we build the wall to keep us free. Because we have and they have not, my children, because they want what we have got. Because we have and they have not, the enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free, that's why. We build the wall, we build the wall to keep us free. What do we have that they should want? My children, my children. What do we have that they should want? What do we have that they should want? We have a wall to work upon. We have work and they have none, and our work is never done. My children, and the war is never won. The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall, we build the wall to keep us free. We build the wall to keep us free. And Ice Mitchell wrote that song. I was talking yesterday to the audience here about the war on cynicism. The greatest enemy of all of us who want to make the world a better place is not capitalism or conservatism, it's cynicism. And worse than that, it's our own cynicism, those of us who wish to make the world a better place. That feeling that we have that nothing will ever change, nobody else gives a shit about this stuff, that all politicians are the same. It's, you know, easy to get that impression, but we have to fight against that, because that's what Rupert Murdoch wants you to believe, that nobody cares, that nothing will ever change. That's how he keeps us in our seats. We have to have faith in one another and our ability to bring about change. And I've been doing this gig so long. The first time I played here, the only time I ever played here in Kansas City was so long ago. I was opening for a flock of seagulls. What was the name of the gig, mate? What was the name of the gig? Is that what it was called? America's Pub, we think it might be? Westport, yeah. There weren't so many beards there. And just in case you're wondering, this is not a hipster beard I've got up here. Shall I tell you why it's not a hipster beard? Because a hipster beard doesn't have any grey in it. This is a folk music beard. There's a serious point behind that, and it's I'm still doing this gig, I'm still writing these songs because of my faith in your ability to change the world. Not my own, your ability. That's what this song is about, and I dedicate it to you all with respect and so I keep faith. If you want to make the weather, you have to take the blame. If sometimes dark clouds fill the sky and it starts to rain, folks complain, and though your head may tell you to run and hide, listen to your heart and you'll find me right by your side, because I keep faith, I keep faith, I keep faith, I keep faith in you. Yes, I do, I keep faith in you. If you think you have the answer, don't be surprised. If what you say is met with anger and contempt of lies. No matter how you may want to, just walk away. Reach out your body there beside you all of the way, because I keep faith. I keep faith. I keep faith. I keep faith in you. Yes, I do. I keep faith in you. All the dreams we shared, never knew no one who cared about these things the way that I've seen you. Doesn't matter if this all falls off the cliff. Together we are gonna see it through. Now I know it takes a mess of courage to go against the grain. You have to make great sacrifice for such little gain, so much pain. And if your plans have come to nothing, washed out in the rain, let me rekindle all your hopes and help you start again, because I keep faith in these troubled times. I keep faith in these uncertain days. I keep faith. I keep faith in you. Yes, I do. I keep faith in every single one of you. I keep faith in you. Yes, I do. I keep faith in every single one of you. I keep faith in you. Yes, I do. I keep faith in you. I keep faith in you. I keep faith in every single one of you. Yeah. Since yesterday, there's a scurrilous rumour going around the festival that I only know one verse of Solidarity Forever. No, it's one of those songs that one verse is more than enough. Is it like the International or the Red Flag? You don't need the one verse. So after 5 verses with your fist in the air, it's slightly help. And the other reason was we don't sing that song. We don't sing that song so much in the UK because we have union songs of our own. I'm going to finish off with one for you. I stole the title from Joe Hill, and the tune of this I stole from a song from the American Civil War called Battle Flag of Freedom, or Rally Round the Flag sometimes called. But the great wonderfulness of that was that they actually stole the tune from an English hymn. And that's because in folk music, what goes around comes around. And until I come around again, thanks very much for coming out today. Thanks to the Folk Alliance for a great weekend. And thanks to Kansas City for making us welcome. There is power in a union. There is power in a factory, power in the land, power in the hands of the worker. But it all amounts to nothing. Together we don't stand there. There's power in a union. The lessons of the past will learn with workers' blood, the mistakes of the we must pay for. And the cities and the farmlands and trenches full of blood. War has always been the boss's way, sir. The Union forever defending our rights. Down with the black legal workers unite. With our brothers and our sisters, together we will stand. There's power in a union, yeah. I long for the morning that I realise brutality and just cause can defeat us. Who defend the workers who cannot organise when the bosses send out is out to cheat us. Money speaks for money, the devil for his own. Who comes to speak for the skin and the bone? What a comfort to the widow, a light to the child. There's power in a union. Let's rock, yeah! Union forever defending our rights. Down with the black legal workers unite. With our brothers and our sisters, together we will stand. There's power in a union. The union forever. The union forever defending our rights. Down with the black legal workers unite. With our brothers and our sisters, together we will stand. There's power in a union. There's power in a union. Solidarity forever! Very kind, thank you. And here I was saying yesterday, standing up on the stage and saying, please sit down, do please sit down. In my keynote speech about compassion in the workshops, about love songs as well, and I've played all political stuff, but you got me all fired up. So I have one of my great privileges in my life is I get to come to the United States of America and talk to people when I was having some dinner today in Westport, just chatting with people about Trump and Brexit and stuff like that, and take that message home. Some of my compatriots have never had any experience in the United States of America apart from TV, and the decisions they make are sometimes unfortunate. I have to tell you, while we were on tour, your compatriot Joe Henry came up with a really powerful way of expressing the situation. Every night he stood on stage and said to the British audience, you know, I feel I owe you some kind of explanation, but I don't have one, but I can tell you this. I want you to know, and my loved ones back home want you to know, that this is where we are, it is not who we are. And that idea was so warmly taken by the audiences in Britain, ourselves adrift on a nice flow of Brexit. So let's finish off with a song that kind of goes contrary to everything I have said and sung here this weekend. But the essential message of this song is that the struggle to change the world is so great that sometimes we all need a cuddle. I was 21 years when I wrote this song. 22 now, but I won't be for long. People ask me when will I grow up to be a man. All the girls I'm in school are already pushing back. I love
loved you then as I love you still. I put you on a pedestal, they put you on a pill. I don't feel bad about letting you go, just feel sad about letting you know. Here we go. I don't want to change the world, I'm not looking for New England, I'm just looking for another girl. I don't want to change the world, I'm not looking for New England, I'm just looking for another girl. I love the words you wrote to me, but that was bloody yesterday. I can't survive on what you said every time you need a friend. I saw 2 shooting stars last night, I wished on them. And after the rich old space aren't where I wish you'd care. I don't want to change the world, I'm not looking for New England, just looking for another girl. I don't want to change the world, I'm not looking for New England, just looking for another girl. Looking for another girl, looking for another girl, looking for another girl. See you again soon.
Incredible. Billy Bragg. At this point, we'd like
When you came to me, you say you love me. When you tend to go, you make up their story. The broken heart you brought to my life, the bitter taste of a shameful life. Why you lied to me at the day you came? And why did you give me unreal dream stuff? We've been together too long enough. I know your soul as I know myself. You fool with me to date other guys. I know that you don't really love me. I just forgive and try to forget. Don't you really? Our faith has been done. Saturday I've been alone, walking around in the silent sound, till the end of the blurry way. I felt some things blowing my ears. Lonely night, my heart was beating. I'm calling in whispers.